What double standard disgusts you? As a 17-year-old, I am expected to act like an adult but treated like child. If you always arrive to work late, you're in big trouble. If work never finishes on time, shrug. No big deal. If you owe a company money, you will be charged interest, late fees, service interruption almost immediately after the due date. If a company owes you money, you might see it in 4 to 6 weeks, 2 to 3 billing cycles. Banks' businesses can immediately withdraw money from your bank account and apply all their disgusting fees. But for banks' businesses to give you money, you have to wait 7 to 10 business days for the funds to appear. No limit on sick days. Policy followed by an annual evaluation where I was told I took the most sick days. Either fucking dock my pay, take away my vacation days, or change your policy. Don't make employees feel like assholes because of guidelines you laid out for them. The employee should give 2 weeks notice. Anything else is unprofessional. But the employer will actively obscure their intentions until the very last minute. Those romantic comedies with the cliché beautiful and smart woman married to the dumbest fuck of a guy who is lucky to have her. Swap the roles and see people flip out. Business should do whatever it takes to get ahead. But if the employee tries to make their life better, or find a new job, they are lazy and ungrateful. Child predators. Both men and women should receive the same charges. When I leave a job, I'm generally expected to give 2 weeks notice so the company isn't left without essential things being done. When a company decides to let me go though, no warning to start putting in applications or saving more money. You're just gone. Total horse shit. I'm a straight male. I went to a gay bar with some gay women and their straight married women friends. One of the straight women was being basically sexually harassed by another gay woman there, to the point of being chased around the table. All the while saying she was married to a guy and she wanted nothing to do with it. The whole bar was laughing. If I did that to a woman in a regular bar, I'd get my ass kicked, thrown out, or arrested. Bisexual women are sexualized. Bisexual men are shunned. I fucking yearn for the day when someone going to a therapist to support your mental health is treated socially how going to the gym is for your physical health. Like, just imagine if in a room full of dudes, I'm a dude, someone said they really made gains in therapy and the homies were supportive. It would legit make the world a better place, but somehow taking care of mental health gets looked down on a lot. Fuck that. Edit. Holy cow, thanks all. Seriously. You matter. Take care of yourself, Reddit. Mind and body both. Edit. Not really. I love statistics. Cigarette butts. They're not biodegradable and it's a fire hazard. We have issues with coffee cups, plastic bottles, etc. But we're totally fine with cigarette butts. If you're a smoker, make sure it only hurts you and nobody else. If I wake up at 4 p.m. and go to bed at 9 a.m., I'm lazy. Do nothing all day, etc. Wake up at 4 a.m., bed at 9. You're seen as a responsible member of society. Doesn't matter if you work the exact same number of hours, make the same money, do the exact amount of housework, etc. Holy cheeseballs, this blew up. I can't reply to everyone, so I'll just add this. If you are just scrolling through the comments of the original post, please keep in mind that not everybody works a typical 8:00 a.m. to 5:00 p.m. job. Someone has to work the 24-hour jobs. Walmart, Waffle House, the gas station, the hospitals, emergency services, etc. If your house catches fire at 2:00 in the morning, you are not going to wait until 8:00 a.m. when typical jobs start to call somebody for help. Not everybody has the same circadian rhythm. I am one of those people. I have something that is called delayed sleep phase syndrome or delayed sleep phase disorder. Depending on the severity, I simply don't feel tired when I quote-unquote typical person would. I am not sleepy until after sunrise. No. I cannot just change my sleep schedule. Yes, I've tried whatever it is you're thinking about typing and suggesting. Probably several times. It doesn't work. Thank you for trying. I am content being me as I am. Finally, thank you so much for the awards. I thought it was a lot when I checked my messages and had 94 on the envelope. Probably a bit late and will get buried. But the one that probably affects me the most directly is that idea that if I have my kids out with me alone, I'm either some miracle from the heavens, doing God's work. A stranger actually said that to me. Or hearing the, is it daddy's day to babysit? Fuck you Karen, I'm the stay-at-home parent and it's not babysitting when they're my fucking kids. Mr. Mom came out in 1983 and I still can't get a break about it. Clothes from the women's section fall apart after 6 months. Meanwhile I have a 15-year-old shirt from the men's section that I still wear. Benefiting from somebody performing a service while shitting on individuals who perform said service. Thinking of sex work and minimum wage labor. I was at the park working out a few years ago and on a bench was a couple arguing. The girl proceeds to slap the crap out of her boyfriend. She then goes for another. But the dude blocked her and held her wrist. The girl then burst into tears and questions why he hurt her like that. To myself I was thinking, wait, you can hit him but when he defends himself it's wrong? Like WTF. Men versus women, guys as in trustworthy, skeevy characters around children. There was a guy who posted a while ago who portrayed my point exactly. About his experience being a teacher in infant school or something, can't remember exactly but the kids were pretty young. He loved being a teacher to help them, give them a good future, and watching them learn and develop into smart kids. However, there were a couple of occasions he got pulled aside by the head teacher for being inappropriate. One of them being taking a young girl to the classroom nurse's office and giving her some antiseptic cream and plaster for her scrapes, since she fell over in the playground. Purely because he was a guy, he was told parents might feel uncomfortable about that by his own head teacher. Like leaving a crying, bleeding kid in the playground was a more appropriate idea than her own teacher helping. A woman with her kids is taking care. A man with his kids is babysitting. If you owe a company money, you will be charged interest, late fees, service interruption almost immediately after the due date. If a company owes you money, you might see it in 4 to 6 weeks, 2 to 3 billing cycles. Father here. On multiple occasions of taking either of my children to the parents' room to change their nappies whilst out and about, I often receive dirty looks from the mothers and have even been asked to leave once. It's a parent's room, not mother's. I just want to care for my damn children the same as you. Pay a bill a little late and then they'll cut you off. They have troubles with their product, internet, cable, etc. Then they'll ask you to wait for 24 to 48 hours and solve it after weeks, months. I'm a dad of a 3-year-old and it drives me fucking crazy when people tell me how great it is that I'm babysitting or watching my son for my wife. He's my kid. Dickheads. I'm just as much a parent as my wife is. Right now in Canada, we're in strict lockdown, but a dozen of our politicians have been found vacationing around the globe. In other words, we can't bury grandma at a funeral. But these politicians can go work their tan. Thankfully, many of them have resigned in the last 2 weeks. Politicians not following their own COVID guidelines. It has become rules for thee. But not for me.